डियर स्टूडेंट्स क्लास 9th अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये आपका है जी मॉडल पेपर 2। इसका सिलेबस है यूनिट 6, 7, 8 एंड 9। जो आपकी बुक के चैप्टर्स हैं चैप्टर 6, 7, 8 एंड 9, 9 एंड 10, 5 चैप्टर्स हैं। उसके साथ आपकी एप्लीकेशंस, लेटर्स, स्टोरी एंड ट्रांसलेशन। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद सेक्शन ए। अब इसमें आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं। चूज़ द करेक्ट ऑप्शंस। अ वर्ड यूज्ड फॉर इम्प्रेसिव क्लोथ्स, डेकोरेशंस, म्यूजिक एक्सेट्रा इज worn, pomp, uproot, bray. The correct option is pomp. Nasiruddin's dash are famous all over the world. Anecdotes, jokes, quotes, instructions. Correct option is A, anecdotes. Number 3, a farmer bought a dash to Nasiruddin. Quote, stick, book, letter. Correct option is a letter. Number 4, the noun of the word enjoy is enjoyed, enjoyable, enjoyment, enjoyful, enjoyment. 2 and 2 मेक 4। आपका करेक्ट ऑप्शन जो है वो यहाँ पे मेक है, डी ऑप्शन है। आपने लिखना इस पे है 2 and 2 मेक 4। ये हम इसको करेक्ट कर लेते हैं इधर। नंबर 6 है एन एडवर्ब इज़ अ वर्ड दैट मॉडिफाइज अ नाउन, प्रोनाउन, वर्ब, आर्टिकल। इट इज़ अ वर्ब। द वेल वॉज डैश बाय अ जू, परचेज्ड, ओन्ड, बॉट, गॉट। द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज द वर्ड owned, which is option B. Famine means lack of flood, food, water, clothes. Correct option is B, food. Decline means to accept, reject, proclaim, bitter. Decline means to reject. What does abash mean? To confuse, to support, to praise, or ashamed and embarrassed. The word abash means D option, ashamed and embarrassed. A dash is a very small piece of food, morsel, slice, crumb, all. It is a crumb. Hope is a thing with feathers is written by Charles, Emily Dickinson, Mary Liley, Wordsworth. Correct option is Mary Liley. The author met Zareen Gul in the month of Muharram, Ramzan, July, Shaban. Correct option is Ramzan. Time is money means time is easy, time is valuable, time is cheap, time is difficult. Time is money means time is valuable. Disrupt means to interrupt, to arrange, to organize, or to connect. Disrupt means to interrupt. Now our objectives are complete. Let's move on to section B. Attempt any 6 of the following questions. Each question carries 3 marks. What was Nasiruddin's explanation to the gardener? Now this lesson is Nasiruddin's anecdotes. The explanation to the gardener was, the story you're going to write the heading of reference to the context. This question has been taken from the lesson Nasiruddin, and the answer is that he explained to the gardener that while he was in the garden, wind had started blowing in his own garden, and the vegetables started flying from one part of the field to the other. Question 2, what are Nasiruddin's stories famous for? Reference to the context. And Nasiruddin's stories are famous for their anecdotes, the humorous part, and how intelligently he has made that humor. It is a satire also, and the stories have a message. Question 3, what were Zareen Gul's priorities in making shoes? This is from the lesson The Shoemaker, and we are going to write the explanation after that. Zareen Gul's priorities in making shoes were that he took top priority the quality of the material, the stitching, and he took personal interest in the sense that he used to stitch them himself, and he made sure that the shoe did not squeak or make any noise or was uncomfortable. Question 4, why did Hazrat Umar Razi Allah Anha weep? Hazrat Umar Razi Allah Anha wept when he realized that Hazrat Usman was making that deal with Allah by giving away the entire load of wheat and the flour, because there was famine had broken out, to the people for the happiness and for making Allah happy. Question 5, why did the Jew agree to Hazrat Usman's offer? The Jew agreed to Hazrat Usman's offer because he was a very greedy man, and he wanted the maximum benefit from his well. Question 6, what is the theme of the poem Hope is a Thing with Feathers? The theme of the poem is that you're going to write the name of the poem, Hope is a Thing with Feathers, and is written by Mary Liley or whoever the poet is. Then you're going to write the theme, and you will write that hope is a thing with feathers. Here, hope is being compared to a bird's life. The way a bird lives her life, she never asks for anything from anyone. She works hard even after a storm. The next morning, she now doesn't give up, and she starts rebuilding her nest. So the theme of the poem, Hope, is that Hope is something that we should never give up, and we should keep trying again and again till we succeed. Question 7, what do you understand by and sore must be the storm? In this question, the poet means that the storm must be really deadly and it must be bringing lots of disaster and destroying things. Question 8, what was Zareen Gul's complaint against big firms? Zareen Gul's complaint against the big firms were that they were not depending upon quality, they were only making quantity, and comfortable shoes were not being made. They were uncomfortable, they were not fit properly to the size of the person wearing them. Question 9, what is the role of technology in our daily life? Again, reference to the context, and then you're going to write explanation. Technology plays a major role in our society. We cannot live without the technological developments anymore because we've become so dependent on the modern machinery and all the modern advancement in technology. Question 10, how does technology help transportation? Due to transportation and advancement in it, we are saving a lot of time because aeroplanes have been made and the faster trains, and transportation has become easily earlier. Taking things from one place to another was very cumbersome and tiresome, but now it has become comfortable. Question 12, define prepositions and interjections with one example preposition. The preposition is a word which shows a relationship between one noun and the other, or one noun and a pronoun or an adverb or an adjective, because it shows where the position of the certain thing is. The cat is on the table, or the cat is under the table. The book is on the table. The book is in the cupboard. In, on, under, all these are prepositions. Interjections. An interjection is a word which shows extreme excitement, extreme happiness, extreme pain, any sort of extreme feeling is highlighted with the help of this word. Interjections, for example, hurrah, we have won, alas, we have lost, or alas, I am sad, wow, or oh, I'm in pain. Question 2, paraphrase any one of the following. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Now here the poet is telling us that hope is something which has feathers because it lives on. Hope is being compared to a living object, that is a bird. Perches in the soul means it lives in the soul, it sits in the soul and sings a tune without the words. There are no words of her song and never stops at all, and it never stops because a person never gives up hope. Second is, and sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. Now, in this section of your model paper, only one poem is there. So, we have elaborately asked lots of questions from this poem only. And sweetest in the gale is heard. Gale is a strong wind, and sore must be the storm, and in the most difficult of the storm, and in the wildest of the storms, that could abash the little bird, that could embarrass the little bird that kept so many warm. The bird that has been so helpful and so supportive to so many people is still suffering in the storm, but she never gives up and she lives on. Immediately she starts working after the storm stops. Question 3, read the stanza carefully and answer the questions given at the end. I have heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Let's answer the questions. What has been heard in the chilliest land? In the chilliest of lands, the birds singing can be heard. Who has heard the song on the strangest sea? The poet has heard the song of the bird and hope in the strangest sea, the difficult times. What has the bird of hope demanded? The bird of hope demands nothing in return for what she gives. What is meant by crumb? Crumb is the smallest portion of food, a morsel, a very small piece of any edible thing. Summarize the stanza. When we summarize the stanza, we're going to write that in this poem, in this stanza, the poet is saying that he has heard in the most chilliest, difficult land, on the strangest sea, the singing of the bird, yet never in extremity, and in all problems, in all bad situations, it has never asked for anything. Question 4, read the passage carefully and answer the questions given at the end. The Jew learnt a bitter lesson, whereas he had hoped to make more money, he made none at all. He went to Hazrat Umar Raziallahu anha and offered to sell the other half of the well also. Hazrat Usman Raziallahu anha could have refused to buy it, for the Muslims had no longer any difficulty, but such was his generosity that he paid the Jew whatever he asked for his share. The well was dedicated as an endowment to the people of Medina. The well exists in Medina to this day and is known as Bari Usman or Usman's well. What is the main idea of the passage? The main idea of the passage is that Hazrat Usman Raziallahu was extremely generous and he would do anything to make our holy prophet and Allah happy. Locate at least 3 adjectives. Now let's check the adjectives. What are adjectives? An adjective is a word which describes a noun. Make more money. More money. had none at all, none. He went to Hazrat Usman and offered to sell the other half of the well, also the other half of the well. Hazrat Usman could have refused to buy it, for the Muslims had no longer any difficulty, but such was his generosity that he paid the Jew whatever he asked for, whatever for his share. The well was dedicated as an endowment to the people of Medina. Endowment to the people of Medina. The well exists in Medina to this day and is known as Beir Usman or Usman's well. Why did the Jew go to Hazrat Usman Razi Talana? The Jew went to Hazrat Usman Razi Talana because he knew that he was extremely generous and would do anything to make the Holy Prophet happy. What is the well known as? The well is known as Beir Usman or Usman's well or Beir Roma. Now coming to section C, translate the following into Urdu. A farmer brought a letter to Nasiruddin and requested him to read it for him. एक किसान नसीरुद्दीन के पास एक ख़त लेके आया और उससे अर्ज़ की कि वो उसे पढ़ दे. नसीरुद्दीन वांटेड टू बी एक्सक्यूज. नसीरुद्दीन का मूड नहीं था, उसका दिल नहीं चाह रहा था. उसने अपने आप को बचाने की कोशिश की ये कहकर कि उसे पढ़ना लिखना नहीं आता, कि वो जाहिल है. द फार्मर सेड, किसान ने कहा, यू आर वेयरिंग, तुम एक इतनी बड़ी सी पगड़ी, टर्बन इज़ अ पगड़ी, यू वेयरिंग सच अ बिग टर्बन एंड स्टिल कैन नॉट रीड, और फिर भी नहीं पढ़ सकते और एक ख़त नहीं पढ़ सकते. नसीरुद्दीन प्लेस्ड हिज टर्बन. नसीरुद्दीन ने अपनी पगड़ी ऑन द हेड ऑफ द फार्मर, किसान के सर पर रखी और कहा, नाउ यू हैव द टर्बन, अब पगड़ी तुम्हारे सर पे है. रीड द लेटर, तुम ख़त पढ़ लो. कम्युनिकेशन अक्रॉस द ग्लोब इज़ नाउ ईजी. ज़राए मवासलात अब पूरे दुनिया में आसान हो गया है. टेक्नोलॉजी हैज़ बीन अ ग्रेट यूज़ इन द हेल्थ इंडस्ट्री. टेक्नोलॉजी सेहत की इंडस्ट्री क्या होगा यहाँ पे का वर्ड आएगा, टेक्नोलॉजी हेल्थ इंडस्ट्री, हेल्थ के शोबे में, सेहत के शोबे में. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज वन ऑफ द बेसिक एरियाज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजिकल एक्टिविटी. ज़राए मवासलात जो है वो सबसे एक ज़री टेक्नोलॉजिकल एक्टिविटी है, टेक्नोलॉजिकल हरकत हैं. अब हम पेपर 2 के नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आएंगे. राइट अ पैराग्राफ. सेक्शन सी का क्वेश्चन 6 है. राइट अ पैराग्राफ टू योर राइट एन एप्लीकेशन टू योर प्रिंसिपल फॉर अरेंजिंग अ बुक फेयर. अब आपने ये एप्लीकेशन लिखनी है. टू नहीं लिखना है. द प्रिंसिपल कॉमा गवर्नमेंट हाई स्कूल कॉमा सिटी ABC फुल स्टॉप. सब्जेक्ट अरेंजमेंट ऑफ अ बुक फेयर. रिस्पेक्टेड सर और मैडम, this is to inform you, or I beg to state, or I want to request to you that the students of your school are very much interested in reading, and on regular basis they read books. You have made us love books by taking us to the library regularly and making sure that we read one book per week. It is requested to you that we want to hold a book fair in school so that we can buy more books for our library, enhance it, and for our own selves also. Kindly make arrangements to hold a book fair in our school. The books should be of low price so that the students can easily buy them, and we can also add them to the library. Thanking you, yours sincerely, student of class 9th, roll number, any fictitious roll number, and XYZ. Write letter to your friend inviting him to spend winter vacation with you. Examination hall, city ABC. You're going to write the date. Dear friend, whoever your friend's name is, whatever the friend's name is, and whichever friend you want to mention. Assalamu alaikum, dear friend, comma, assalamu alaikum, exclamation mark. I hope you and your family are well and enjoying the good weather in Islamabad. I am also fine and am having spring vacations in Abbottabad. I was thinking of inviting you over as we would enjoy the good weather and go out for walks and have some nature walks, etc., etc., anything of that sort. Fill in it at the end, right? Hope to see you soon, and I'm hoping that you will accept my invitation. Thanking you, yours sincerely, your not your own name, roll number, and any fictitious roll number, and XYZ. Write a story with the help of the outline given. Give a heading and the moral of the story. Once a bee drinking water tried hard but failed to save herself. A dove saw her, broke a leaf. The bee was saved. A hunter saw a dove. The bee stung him. The dove flew away. One good turn deserves another. The bee was so thirsty that she wanted to drink water. It tried really hard but failed. It was scared of falling inside the water. A dove saw her in trouble when she fell in water, so she brought a leaf, plucked it from a tree, and threw it in the water so that the bee could climb it and get itself dry. Now the bee was saved, and the dove flew away. After a few days, the bee was flying when she saw that a hunter was taking an aim at the dove to kill her. the dove was in trouble, and without knowing, so the bee went over to the hunter near him and stung him on his hand. The hunter missed the shot and the dove flew away and was saved. Now let's translate the following sentences from Urdu to English. वो पौधों को पानी दे रहा है. He is watering the plants. हम बार बार गलती करते हैं. We commit mistakes again and again. मुझे दर्द से कुछ आराम है. I have some relief from the pain. 2 घंटे से बारिश हो रही है. It has been raining for 2 hours. मुझे अपने मुल्क पर फ़ख्र है. I am proud of my country. माले मुफ्त दिले बेरहम. Easy come, easy go. इंसान अपनी सोहबत से पहचाना जाता है. A man is known by the company he keeps. डूब देखो तिनके का सहारा. A drowning man catches at a straw. तुम ना सिर्फ नालायक हो बल्कि कामचोर भी हो. Not only are you dumb but you are also a slack. वो सुबह से क्रिकेट खेल रहा है. He has been playing cricket since morning. कायद आज़म पाकिस्तान के पहले गवर्नर जनरल थे. कायद आज़म was Pakistan's first governor general. दयानतदारी बेहतरीन हिकमत अमली है. Honesty is the best policy. इस्लाम हमें मसावात का दर्स देता है. इस्लाम teaches us the lesson of equality. वो इतना कमज़ोर है कि चल भी नहीं सकता. He is so weak that he cannot even walk. पाकिस्तानी सिपाही बड़े बहादुर हैं. पाकिस्तानी soldiers are very brave. वो कपड़े सी रही है. She is sewing clothes. Now we have completed our paper 2, in which we had unit 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. If you go through these questions, these are the most important questions of these lessons. I hope my model paper is a help to you, and I hope you get very good marks in your exams and you succeed with flying colors. Please like and subscribe our channel, and thank you so much.